It's morning, so we have to warm up, and I'll make a little quiz if you can raise your hand. How many French people here? Okay. How many Italian people here? Okay. How many from other countries? How many designers? How many developers? How many wants me to stop? Okay. Thank you. So we are warmed up, and so let's start. My name is Riccardo, and I have a problem with AI. So please help me, like in AA meetings. Ciao, Riccardo, everyone. So I'm a tech lead for Underdogs Group. It's a mad tech company. We do everything from communication marketing through developing and websites and so on. And as a tech lead, I overview all the tech department and what we are going to present and deploy for clients. I delegate most of my work, so I don't do nothing every day. I like climbing. I drink beer and I use GIFs. How many of you climb? Ooh, okay. I was in Sardinia last week to climb some rocks, and it was very, very cool. My first time there. So let's start. The never-ending story, the fight between designers and developers. How many of you can relate? Okay. So this is a common situation where designers and developers really, really struggle to get along. Designer starts doing stuff, creative stuff. Developers start to give back angry feedbacks, and so on. But at least we have a solution. With no-code tools, you can give them the opportunity to work together as a team, and not also to fight. And you can make them go along throughout the process, from the starting to the end. So I think we have this philosophy in our team that developers should be involved starting from the start of the project. So, for example, with a sitemap or with a Miro environment, for example, when you're building the blocks, the foundation of your website or software, you can involve these developers there and get them their feedbacks and try to build something really, really amazing without the problem to get them angry. So why we don't get rid of developers? It's easy. No, it's not the solution. No-code tools doesn't mean no developers are needed. So no-code tools are just the thing that you use to get things done easily. But you need the expertise of both the sides. You need the designers to think as a designer, as a graphic mind, and developers as a mathematic mind. The no-code tools just help each other to get along. So think about, imagine a world where designer starts to know about HTML and CSS and maybe JavaScript. Think a world where I can spell excited correctly, and and for example, developers starts to know about design principles, UX, and why a pop-up should come with an animation, or the difference between a border radius of 4 pixels and 6 pixels. Yeah, we can go there. We can achieve this. So if we want to get rid of something, get rid of the mess. Let's get rid of the end-offs without knowledge, deliverables from designers to developers that has no documentation, no comments, no involvement of the developer part before. So the secret to do this is get organized. So please have a common flow, a common job flow to build things from the ground up for all the team. The team it needs to be cohesive. It needs to work together better. So let's get all the things streamlined and synced up. So start using design systems, variables, components, boilerplates, the foundation of the project. You can use them. For example, in our workshop, we talked about design system and variables applied to Webflow environment. So the synchronization from the Figma environment and Webflow environment. It's really easy to use. Before, we never used design system because they were a lot of work. You need to do very much hours to get things done easily. It was a mess to get things synchronized, but today it's the time that you can do this easily. So let's start use them. And I never will stop. I will never stop to tell our team and to you that design system is a page. Is the first page you need to build. It's not like, okay, thank you. It's a list of components, a list of colors. I pick this. I do this. I start building the home page. No, you can start building a design system before the client approval. For example, it's all linked up. It's all components. It's all variables. So if a client wants an edit or want to change something in a page, it doesn't impact very much of your design system. So maybe 10% of it, but the 90% you can do it before. So you can go from this. It's a really common phrase that you can hear. For example, the other day, Luca, my colleague, swear to our designer colleague, Deborah, and insulting her friendly because a slider that she designed goes overflow on the page and it's not responsive. I can do it in 4K screens. How I am going to do this, and so on, so on. And I lied. It was me. So you can go from this to this. Everyone is happy with magic. It's not really magic, but you can do this. So what's the future? For the future, we are starting now using these systems. We are starting now to cooperate, everybody. But what's next? So we are talking about figures, about roles, people. But what about the tools? The tools, to me, are starting to look the same. So designers' tools are incorporating things about web, padding, for example, margins, gaps. Yesterday, Figma released Figma sites and introduced the grid to Figma. It's really, you can relate, you can see where this is going. So everything, it's the same. For example, Lovable, I made this before Figma announced, released the version 2.0. How many of you have used Lovable? Okay. So they introduced things that I've seen these things in other places, like in Figma, for example, collaboration, live collaborations, panels where you can swap variables, chat with an AI. The chat with the AI, they are starting to look the same. For example, Copilot chat, it's the same of Lovable chat, and it's the same of the cursor chat. They are starting to get along and make each other similar. So why don't we use a single tool, for example? We are excited to try the Figma sites, for example, and we were talking about one of you, I don't see him, but that asked us why there isn't a tool, one tool that you can use for all the project. So we were swapping from Figma to Webflow, Figma to Webflow, Webflow to Figma. But imagine if you can have one tool to do this. The problem still stands because we have two figures, designers and developers. They need to get along and use the same tool. So for now, they are separated figures. But in the future, I think it's a provocation to you, but I think that we'll have new hybrid figures, new developers and plus designer figures that know how to design, know how to make a design properly, and how to get it done easily with no-code tools and deploy it in production. So we can have a dev designer, for example. Don't try to steal it, patent pending. So in the future, yes, we are not getting rid of designers and developers. We are going to introduce a new figure that helps to bridge the gap between the amazing designer and outstanding developers to get things done more and more easily. So thank you. And before I leave you, I'm never going to have an opportunity like this. So I read yesterday that in France, there is a problem to say the ChatGPT name because it sounds like cat I farted. It's like ChatGPT. So how many of you that doesn't think about it? Okay. Okay, thank you.